Being in college can sometimes feel like being lost at sea. You start out knowing where you'd like to go, and you actually get in the boat. But do you have all the tools to navigate to your destination? The unwritten rules of college make the difference between being lost and finding your way. What is a main reason students give for not completing their educational program? The answer is A. When students don't have a sense of belonging, they don't stay. Success in college is not just about book smarts or ability. Let's continue to find out what it will take to get to your destination. The idea of the hidden curriculum is not new. The term was first coined by Philip W. Jackson in 1968. Hidden curriculum refers to all the invisible rules for success that those on the inside of a group know and practice. A new person learns these rules by experiencing their consequences, not because they are explicitly taught. Some catch on, some don't, and others don't want to bother. Doesn't seem fair, does it? But this is how some things work in the college setting. Think about the unfamiliar words your professor uses, how some people know which classes offer a better chance of passing or which books not to buy, how some students have all day to study and assume you do too. The question is, how do you manage these parts of college life that will determine whether or not you complete your studies? Learn the invisible rules, how to speak with professors, the rules for getting help, and the habits that completers have. As you can see, the stakes are high. Let's continue. Many students are returning learners, caregivers, parents, and most of them work, such as our friend here. Stephanie works a night shift at a local restaurant. She makes ends meet, but barely. She's taking mostly online courses to fit school into her schedule. However, she has a weekly lab that she must attend in person. Tonight is like any other. At the end of her shift, Stephanie clocks out, drives home, and falls into bed. When she wakes up, though, the car won't start. Determined not to miss lab, biology is not her best subject, she takes the bus to school. Unfortunately, as she approaches the classroom, students stream out in the other direction. What's Stephanie's best next step? The problem with the hidden curriculum is that it often doesn't appear until too late. As you can see, the instructor's expectations are likely based on assumptions that all students' experiences and attitudes are the same, and any failure reflects a lack of priorities. As for Stephanie, she showed remarkable determination. Sometimes determination and a desire to succeed are not enough. Let's replace Stephanie's problem with a different ending. How is that possible? Understanding the hidden curriculum is about equipping yourself for the unexpected. Help is available while there's time to get it. Our friend knew that her life was packed and it didn't allow for inconveniences like a car breakdown or a missed shift. It's understandable that working nights and attending school during the day could be exhausting. However, Stephanie could have taken steps to get resources in place before the emergency. A simple question posed to an employee could have led to another and another until our friend discovered transportation vouchers were available to students just like her. She could also have found a food pantry and been made aware of tutoring and laptop loan through the library. Successful students use resources to handle stressors while others do things on their own and struggle. What's the moral of this story? You choose. In life, there's no time machine. Issues will happen, and like our friend, you'll have to deal with them. You might feel intimidated by your professor since you're the one being graded. Don't let that feeling lead. Take initiative to establish a positive rapport. Communicate early and often, assume the best, and work towards the outcomes you want. I'd like to make 2 points about interactions with your professor. First, when you're at fault, practice this formula. Acknowledge, convince, suggest. Briefly acknowledge your failure. Inform the professor of your intentions to do better, and then suggest a compromise. In the previous example, Stephanie should have used this formula when she arrived to the class. Which beliefs could help Stephanie and you navigate the hidden curriculum when confronting a failure? Here's the second and possibly most important aspect of hidden curriculum, which Mary Ann Wilkelmus also noticed increases disparities. Sometimes the way assignments are written hides knowledge and makes achievement difficult, leaving students guessing what their professors meant. When reviewing assignments, take on the role of a consumer. Interview the professor about what the assignment will accomplish and how the assignment prepares you for success. Know that office hours are really student hours because they are held for your benefit. The professor's role is to support your learning. Your questions show that you are engaged and interested. Which assumptions are removed by interviewing your professor about assignments? Successful students do certain things. Beyond having a desire to succeed, they engage in regular activities that result in good outcomes. Many of these are metacognitive, meaning students think about what went well and what they could have done better. Successful students criticize processes and actions, not themselves. They accept that there are multiple solutions to a problem and some of these will work better for them than others. Look for activities of successful students. Do you see them mixed in with some other limiting, isolating beliefs? Being successful is about more than just a strong desire or determination. It's about knowing what you're up against and planning for that, making smart choices in your communication, and seeking help before a crisis. I hope you found something helpful in this presentation that you can use immediately. What's one thing you can do today to be a completer?